to tackle the backsplash today. Vance cut this amazing 15-foot piece of lumber with his sawmill. It's rough cut, 1x5.
So cool. So this is out of a log that he had over at his house.
And I was talking to him about how I really needed it to be 1 inch thick, and I really didn't want 4 inch, and 6 inches too tall. And he's like, well, I'll just cut you a 1x5. I was like, okay. So he did. So this is it. And I've got all these tiles that were in the wood shop. I don't know what they were used for. I think some of these were used for the shower is why they were in there. But there are all kinds of random pieces. Looks like they were already used for something. So I'm just going to take them and smash them up into broken pieces, and we're going to lay them on. It's Thanksgiving week, so Ella and Jordan are here, and I might also get Kelly to come over here and help, and we're just going to tile this entire thing. And then I've got some grout I already bought, and we're going to tile it and grout it and get it all put together and put it on the back of the backsplash. We also have another piece that we have to do. I just only brought this one in, but we have this long piece goes along the whole back of the kitchen, and then there's a short little counter that we'll have that he cut another piece for that we'll have too. So yeah, that's going to be the project. So I'm just going to, I've never done this before, but
you have your helper here as usual.
Yeah, Lucy's here.
There's Lucy laying right there.
Oh, and did I forget my hammer? Do you have a hammer?
Got plenty of hammers.
Oh, that's too big.
Yeah, that's a big one. Hold on.
I need a hammer.
Right here.
Thanks.
Okay, so you're putting the white tile in the towel?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
So we'll see. I've seen this. I think I've seen this on DIY Network. And then you just take these and, okay, those need to be a little smaller. Oh. My helper's like, I don't think I like this.
Hey.
So, yeah. I really got to give it a good whack. So then I'm just going to, lay these on here in a random pattern. And I think I actually want them smaller than that. Yeah. And then we'll get a party.
What are you doing?
A tile laying party tonight after I get them all smashed. Oh. Okay. I think these, yeah. Get the smaller pieces out. So I probably won't need, I didn't know how many of these I'm going to need. I think I have plenty. Even going to do it even smaller. It's going to be like a puzzle. I have to lay them out. All right. Well, I think we need to crank up the heat in here because my hands are already cold.
Really?
Yeah. Or I need gloves.
I've got the fireplace going.
Yeah, but what's the temp in here?
Let's see what the temp is.
I think we just need the fire to be going a little longer.
It's almost 40. Oh, sounds like the kiddos are back from the side-by-side ride.
They're not breaking. That's interesting. Literally.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. They broke into like this is about the smallest they want to break into. Interesting. Yeah. Might have to watch a YouTube video on how to better break your tiles. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, or just hit them harder.
Yeah, I thought I was hitting them pretty hard.
This is probably going to be pretty cool when it's all done, huh?
I hope so. It's going to take a lot of work. Yeah, I think we need some. I might have to do even smaller pieces. I think these are still too big.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not having quite the vision. I'll have to see. We'll see what everybody thinks when the girls come down.
Yeah.
But I'm liking these pieces, which is going to really be a lot of work. But cool. All right.
Okay. We will continue this in a little while.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're back at it down here with Miss Julie doing some of her gluing of the pieces. You can see that she's got the entire board fit. How much of this is glued now? Is it glued all the way to here?
No, it's probably about a quarter of the way down, and then I gave up and I started over here because it's warmer.
Oh.
The fireplace is over there.
Yeah, we do have
So now I'm
the fireplace right there going.
yeah, so I started here and now I'm to here, so I have this whole middle section to do.
Okay.
And it's taking a lot longer than I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm of the thought process that I'm not sure why she thought this was going to be a fast process. I mean, she broke all of these pieces with the hammer and then hand placed every piece in place where it should go. And then once you do all of that, then she comes back and puts glue on. Well, what are you putting on it?
I am putting Acryl Pro. Professional Tile Adhesive.
Tile adhesive.
Straight from Home Depot.
So how she didn't think this was going to take forever is beyond me, but...
Well, I knew it was going to take a long time. It's taking a little longer than I was hoping.
Okay, can we see the process of just putting a couple of pieces on here?
Yeah, so even though they've been laid out, once you glue them on, they actually get even closer. So I'm having to kind of fill a few extra pieces in as I go.
Because the glue kind of shrinks it down a little bit, right?
Yeah. They get tighter. So even though these are all laid out, once you glue them, you find gaps in between that, because I don't want a lot of grout. I mean, there's going to be some, but I want it to be kind of minimal grout. So I'm trying to fill in as many pieces as I can. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Good job. Keep going.
All right.
My garage clean program that I was so excited about is put on hold because we have is this 15 feet?
Yeah.
A 15-foot long board running down the middle of the garage. And,
Taking up
but that's
some
okay.
space.
It's going to look pretty cool when it's all said and done.
Yeah. It'll be worth it.
Yes. Good job, Lloyd.
All right, well, I never would have thought that in the middle of December, I would be out on the porch working on a project. It has been so warm this last week to 10 days. It's been in the mid 40s and it's just so nice out here. It actually looks like April or something, like the snow's about to melt or snow's been melting and we're starting to see the ground. It is short-lived though, because in the forecast there's a bunch of snow coming. So I'm taking advantage of this right now as I can. So here is the second smaller part of the backsplash that I'm working on. Finished the other one. It's down there. I haven't grouted it yet, but just gonna glue these tiles on this first. Got my speaker. It's like 52 degrees on this porch right now, so I am loving it. I'm just working on my project. Okay, we're back today finishing up the backsplash. So I'm finally at the stage where I get to grout this. I've been working on this mosaic for quite a while. This is the little short board that goes on the short part of behind the counter. And I got my 15-foot board back here behind me, and it's been out down in the garage, and then it was up on the porch, but it's so cold outside that I had to bring it in so that I could grout and it could be to room temperature. So I've had it inside all day. I'm gonna start grouting. I've got Haystack. It's a pre-made grout. Never used it before. Never done this before. Watched a couple YouTube videos, and I have an idea. I think back when my kids were little, we did little mosaic stepping stones, if I remember correctly, and those were pretty fun, and I'm sure it's a similar situation. So basically, we're just gonna put this on. I put some blue painter's tape around the outside of it because I just didn't want to have to worry about scraping it off or anything when we're done, or when I'm done. And on the bottom or the top, I just wanted to leave it clean. I don't know if I'm going to stain it when I'm done or not, but that's okay. And just do it. But so basically, just going to smush this on. These gloves do not fit me that well. Stick it in between. So this project has become quite a long, drawn out process. All the tiles that I started with on the longer piece were all tiles that we found out in the woodshed, and I broke them up, stuck them on, laid all of them out, then I glued them all on. Well, then I got to this piece and I started putting them on, and I ran out of tiles. So I thought they were wasn't even paying attention, thought they were just regular white ceramic tiles, and went to Home Depot, got some more, brought them back, and they were different. And I don't know where those tiles came from that were here, how old they are. Didn't have any option to get more of those. And so I had already kind of started this board, and I'd gotten about this far with the old tiles. And so luckily Vance had cut me an extra one of these, so got rid of the other one, started a new one. And so this tile doesn't exactly match the other board, but the way that it goes together, and I have the microwave in the corner, I'm just hoping no one notices. I will know the difference, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference, especially with the grout. And I will show you here what the other board looks like shortly. But this should go, these colors should go really well with this counter. I'm loving this counter. Somebody had asked in a comment how the counter is holding up, and it's holding up fabulous. Like I'm still kind of baby it. I don't scrub it to death. I scrub it lightly, and I don't cut on it. I actually accidentally did cut on it. I noticed there was a cut mark a little bit, like a slight little cut mark over there. But yeah, it's holding up really nicely. I'm really happy with it. So I'm just basically pressing this down, and then I'm going to go through with a wet sponge and wipe the top of it off, and then go through after that. Probably will take me a couple of wipes to get all of this off, and then go through when it's dry and wipe it with a dry towel. And I've had to do this in stages too. Once you glue these tiles down, you have to wait 24 hours before you can grout it. You have to make sure it's stuck on there, so. And then hopefully, I didn't even look to see how long this grout takes to dry. Hopefully this can dry and we can install this tomorrow. That would be great. Oh, I really hope that I bought enough grout. I didn't even think about that, because my next board is quite long, and I'm not even sure where I'm going to do that next board, because I might have to do it on the front of the counter, because there's not a lot of 15-foot spaces I can do that on. Okay. Well, let me see if I can get the sponge. And I'll be right back. Well, here's the 15-foot board behind me that I was talking about. So the tiles on this one were a little bit different. They have like a brown inside, but I'm hoping that once I put the grout in everything all around it that you won't be able to tell. So, but that is what I've got working with next. Okay, I'm back with my sponge. I got a bucket of water here because you're supposed to rinse it off all the time. So, just wiping this off. Making a big mess. And then it did say 24 hours to dry. And then it did say 4 hours. I can buff it in 4 hours with a dry cloth. So whatever you don't get off the tiles with this process, you can always just buff off with a dry towel later. But you're supposed to do this immediately. And I had to run downstairs and get my sponge because I forgot it downstairs. So it's a little bit drier probably than it's supposed to be. It's working okay though. well, that looks pretty good. I like the colors. It's exactly what I wanted. Pretty sure it dries this color. Hopefully, that might dry a different color, but yeah. So that is the end of this first piece, and we'll get the second one working here pretty soon. I'm gonna cook some dinner first. We got some moose meat from Grandma and Grandpa, and I'm gonna make some chili, some moose meat chili. So I finally finished the grouting of both pieces. We got the one across the way and then this one here. And after having them up and kind of looking at them and stuff, I've decided that I'm gonna paint the top piece of wood and then the side, I'm gonna paint it white. I've got the tape pulled off of that one and padded up, so I decided, oh, I think I'm gonna have it white. So, but I thought one of the best parts of painting is taking off the tape, and it's so satisfying. So while I take off this tape, I thought I would show you how nice it looks. And the grouting was actually pretty easy. It just took a long time to push all the grout into the pieces, but okay. Throw that in the garbage. And then this. I did the short piece first and realized after I got done that I liked it better with the grout covering the whole bottom of the tile and the top of the tile because I had left it exposed. So I had to go back through and put some extra grout here. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this on the counter, if you didn't see the previous video, it's because it's currently 20 degrees in our garage.
Yes. It's a little chilly.
So this can't work with this stuff in that cold of weather. So it's been sitting on this counter so that I could complete it.
We've been doing, what do you call them, the limbo thing where you crawl underneath it.
Yeah. Because we would have been done with this a couple days ago, except for that I ran out of grout. We had to go and get more. It took a lot more than I thought it would. Okay. And I haven't gone through and taken a rag and wiped the rest of the residue off, but you get the overall picture of what it looks like. And I love it. I think it's going to be great.
There's the other one kind of almost up on the wall there.
Yeah, and this is the top that I'm going to paint, and the side over here. So this is going to go right here. And I'm going to paint this and that white to match the front instead of having it the whatever type wood this is. Yeah, have it natural. I'm gonna paint it white.
Cool.
It'll match. Yep. So we'll take a look at it after I'm done painting it and then installing it. And then we'll be done with this project.
That's awesome. Well, it took a long time. I mean, that was a ton of work to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
But it's super
But it's
cool.
coming out. Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I love it.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are, I think, maybe tomorrow we'll
Yes.
have it ready to go, and then we'll finish
Yeah,
up
this has
the
gotta get off the middle of the
Backsplash
counter.
video.
Yeah.
All right.
we've come to the conclusion of the Backsplash project. Got it done, got the top and sides painted, and we were able to shimmy it in there and put it up.
So we kept it all in one piece, which
Yep.
is really cool.
Yeah, it's all one piece. This piece, I love it. Totally fits perfect. Great.
Hold on, let me get over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks great. Still haven't wiped it off, but
That's a
I
shadow
figure.
right there. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shadow.
Oh.
It looks funny in here.
And
Okay,
then
so that looks great. Fantastic. Beautiful.
then we come over here
Looks
to my
great.
big, beautiful, prized
looking
15-foot
fantastic.
board.
And then
And what do we notice here but this ginormous gap underneath? Here, let me move these two. Underneath. Ooh, let me wipe that off. Jeez Louise, that looks a little bit bad. Yeah, it literally starts about right here and gets worse and worse and worse until it's, I don't know, a solid ½ inch gap. And then it gets a little bit smaller and it's perfect again. So apparently the counter is just completely sinks in the middle where the sink is. And I don't know what to do about
I
that.
don't know what to do either. I brought a level in just to make sure, and then when we put the level from, you know, here all the way across to here, there's a big gap in that too. So, because I was wondering maybe if the board, I don't know, had a bow in it or something, but the
no,
board's,
the board's
straight
perfect.
as can be.
So,
yeah.
just another wonky thing in our fabulous house. Not only does the floor tilt this way, the counter goes like
Well,
that.
actually, maybe that's why it's down, because the floor's tilted down.
Yeah, maybe.
And it pulled that, that's actually probably
But
what
the
happened.
whole floor, the whole...
No, but it all goes to this corner.
Yeah.
Everything flows down to that corner. So when the house went down, maybe that's exactly what happened.
I don't know.
Guaranteed.
So anyways, if anybody has any suggestions of what, literally the only part you really legit need a backsplash is behind the sink, and that's the part where it doesn't hit the counter.
So it's about, you
So,
can see,
I mean, it's
about
a
a
good...
fingertip.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
half max.
I can pretty much fit. So, and it's not like we're going to be able to shove it down. We were just planning on gluing it to the wall, just solid to the wall, but now I'm just going to wait. It's fine the way it is for now. And I love the looks of it. Like,
looks
I am
great, yeah.
super happy with the way it looks. I think it matches the counter really good, matches everything, but I just cannot believe after all that work that it doesn't even hit the counter. So, yeah. If anybody has
Other
any
than that,
suggestions.
absolutely fantastic
Yeah,
job. It looks
yeah.
beautiful. It was a ton of work. I know you put a lot of hours into it. And it looks great. It really, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it picks up the brown in this counter with the, what color was this?
Ooh, yeah, what color was that?
Yeah,
I don't
we
remember.
just bought it. But anyway, it looks fantastic
Pre-mixed
in here. It
grout
looks
color.
so good.
Yeah, I love
Really
it,
nice.
but I just...
Okay, no more buts. I love it. It looks great. We're going to figure out how to get it down there so there's not a gap. And that's going to wrap up the Backsplash project. Awesome. Good job, Julie Boyd.